The Timmy Chang Show on ESPN Honolulu, KHA and KHON2 is brought to you by Hawaii Pacific Health, HCAMP, Enjoy Snacks, HGEA, Hawaiian Financial Federal Credit Union, Ruby Tuesday, IBEW Local 1186, PVT Land Company, Popeyes, Castle Resorts and Hotels, and Hawaii USA Federal Credit Union.
Game time in Manoa. Touchdown, Hawaii! All right, welcome to Ruby Tuesday Moanalua for the Coaches Show. This is the Timmy Chang Show, and this is Timmy Chang. How about another big round of applause? 2-1 for the Rainbows.
Hey.
There we go. All right. Okay, we have a big show planned for you guys. Quarterback Luke Weaver's here. Linebacker Jaylen Smith is also here. And we got Coach Chris Brown. He's also here. He's the big guy walking around. You can just give him a hug. He loves hugs. And also special guests, we got linebacker Jemai Otis and Giovanni Iovino. I also think Battery Bill is in the back somewhere too, so you can sing his tune to him when you want to. But first, Coach, what a great win. How are you feeling?
Oh, it was good. It was good. The guys, we played well, special teams, offense and defense.
Mm-hmm.
They fought back from a tough week from Arizona, and that's the response you want from your team.
Yeah, you wanted to be able to just bury it and then get on to the next. And so before we look forward, let's take a look back at last week's win. Here's Sports Director Rob DeMello.
How's it going, everybody? After a 1-1 start to the season against Power 5 program Stanford and Arizona, the University of Hawaii football team returned home with a win on Saturday night, a strong start to a 3-game homestand. The Rainbow Warriors avenged an 18-point loss to Sam Houston in Texas a season ago with a 37-20 dub in Manoa, as backup Luke Weaver got the start at quarterback in place of the injured Micah Alihado, and the former JC All-American rose to the occasion. 294 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, 2 to Pofele Ashlock. But it was the defense that led the charge, allowing less than 250 total yards, recording 7 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. Plus, the play of the night, a pick 6 from linebacker Giovanni Iovino.
Just initially, I'm just checking to my number 3 receiver, and then ball gets out, runs to the ball, and Nahe makes a great play on the ball, breaks it up, tips it up to me perfectly. And I just took the opportunity. I turned it to the field and seen elephants on parade. We had a whole convoy, so I knew I just had to run as fast as I could, and I'd get to end zone. It was an awesome experience. I haven't had a ball in my hands like that. I got a little excited, so I had to make sure I covered all points and everything. And yeah, it's been a while though. It was awesome.
Up next for the Bows, it's homecoming against Portland State on Saturday night. And remember, a new episode of Hawaii Football Final with yours truly and Rich Miano runs every Sunday night, 7 p.m. on the KHON Plus app, with a TV rebroadcast Tuesdays at 9:30 p.m. on KHON2. For the Timmy Chang Show, I'm Rob DeMello, KHON2 Sports.
You know, I know, Coach, thank you so much, Rob, by the way. I know you try to flush out each game and move on to the next, but do you still get a little bit like, that's the way it's supposed to be right there, that things are coming together?
Yeah, usually after the game Saturday night, it's pretty tough to sleep, because you're just coming off of just an adrenaline, and, I don't play the game anymore, but you get the same feeling as if you do. And these guys played unbelievable, and very proud of them. And so, but, we as we lay down our heads at night, man, it's off to the next one because it comes around fast.
Okay, the big news going into the game was that Mike Alihado was going to be quarterback. Mike Alihado was going to be a game time decision. He came out not undressed. He wasn't naked, folks. He had some clothes on, but he came out, and that answered everybody's question that he was not going to play.
Yeah, he wants to go, but. That's why we got Luke. I mean, Luke's, just as Rob said, he's a JC All-American, and what we saw in him was a winner, first of all. And when we got him here, he just kind of really bought into what we were doing. He loved loved the learning, trying to understand the offense. He picked it up really quick, and then his decision-making process just really kind of took over as he got reps and more reps. And so through the summer and even into training camp, he just saw him get better. And so very comfortable with what Luke brings to our football team, and he did a great job that night.
We're going to talk to him here in a couple of segments, but we'll just go over it real quick. Weaver completed 27 of 43, 294 yards, 3 touchdowns, threw a pick 6. We'll get into that a little bit with him. I'm sure he'd like to just forget about that as well. He was also sacked 3 times, but 62.7 passing percentage, not bad.
Yeah, as a first start, FBS football, I thought he had a great week of practice, and he handled everything well. The biggest thing for us going into the week was just, hey, keep it simple and relax out there, and you'll be fine. And that's exactly what it looked like. Just to the eye of just watching him perform, and he can't do it alone. And so we thought the cast around him really helped, starting with the offensive line, really protecting. I think we rushed
catches like that. Also help.
Yeah. Our receivers are really good, and we really feel like we have a special group, especially that guy catching the ball right there, and then the running backs do a great job with Landon. And so it's just a great cast of guys that are around Luke.
Yeah.
So
we are going to talk about Landon and more of Luke Weaver here momentarily. Don't forget that the TV broadcast of the show is going to be on K-High Thursday at 6 p.m. and then on KHON a new time this weekend. It's going to be at 10:30 on Friday night on KHON. So you have a lot of opportunity to watch this broadcast. Also, you can still text in 808-296-1420. Coach is ready to answer some of your questions a little later. If you've got something for Chris, Coach Chris Brown, Luke Weaver, or Jaylen Smith, now's your opportunity to go ahead and text in. But for now, we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll talk more of Sam Houston, and then eventually we'll move forward to Portland State. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. We're at Ruby Tuesday, Moanalua. Specials go all through the night. This is the Timmy Chang Show.
This is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
All right, welcome back to Ruby Tuesday, Moanalua. Make sure you come down next week if you didn't make it out tonight. But, of course, you can always watch the TV broadcast of this on Thursday and Friday on K-High and then KHON. Hawaii defeated Sam Houston 37-20 to redeem a loss last year in Huntsville. More important, Hawaii is now 2-0 here at home in 2025. And this year, yes, that deserves an applause. They were able to put together an impressive offensive performance with Luke Weaver at the helm. But before we move on, let me just talk about this because today Mike Alejado was seen at practice. Can you tell me a little bit about what's going on at the quarterback position? I know Luke's here, and he's probably waiting anxiously to find out what's up.
Yeah, Micah's dressed. He's throwing the ball around. Luke is getting all the reps, though, as Micah continues to work on the ankle to get better. And so right now we got Luke and Marmar getting all the reps, and then Micah's just into the individual type of periods that we run.
Got it. Perfect. Answered the question. You don't need to text that in now to us. So if you've got another important question that you want to ask Coach, 808-296-1420 is the number to text in. Landon Sims, let's talk about him real quick because he's finally had like a really breakout game. Led with 14 carries, 60 yards rushing, but he also caught 7 passes for 29 yards. And his first touchdown reception of this year, also the first time this year Hawaii scored on its opening drive, 78 yards in 8 plays. Cam Barfield added 29 yards on the ground. That was all part of the game that definitely helping out. Wasn't that nice?
I look at them as the overall package, like the overall who they are as people, and I'm so proud of Landon, of where he just continues to grow in his journey. But he did a great job, playing football. He's catching the ball in the backfield, he's running between tackles, he's great in protection, and so he does everything we ask. He runs down on kickoffs. I think he's on punt return as well. So he's a Swiss Army knife for us and adds a lot of value, and that's what we want.
I love that description of him. Let's talk about Luke again real quick because Luke was able to also be mobile. He was mobile, ran for 44 yards. 15 yards were lost in the 3 sacks that he suffered, but he was able to run the ball pretty well.
Yeah, they got a tight room inside there. Their quarterback room is tight, so they all kind of chip at each other who's the most athletic in there. I
don't know about that dive though.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of like that he went forward because when he slides, I want him to slide. Don't get me wrong. When there's traffic, I want him to slide. But in that case, no one was around, and he gets all those yards when he goes forward. But he is athletic, and he makes great decisions. That was one that he just he saw the opening. Nothing was there. Here's another play that he's just using his legs and love him to go down without taking all the brutal hit. But really good.
Hint. He's sitting right there in the front row, Coach. I mean, you can just.
He hears me all day.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet.
Yeah. Today was kind of a rough day for the quarterback.
Was it?
It was kind of a rough day for the whole team, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
So we're getting after him, but we have to. I think they understand. Like we have goals, and we talk about our goals, and to get to reach those goals, they need to hear me. But even a leader like Jemai that's sitting over here had a great talk, had a great speech to the team after, and you want to see that from your players because the more player-led we are, the better we are.
Absolutely. Let's go to a couple of questions because since we're talking about talking to the team, just yesterday during the telethon, it was nice to be able to have, or I should say Tuesday, just depending on when you're watching this. Wendy Hensel, the president of the school, and the governor, Josh Green, spoke to the team. Can you tell me, they're at least asking what they said?
Yeah, it was a special moment where they're there to support UH athletics, and they caught us right at a time right before practice, so we were able to, they asked, hey, can we take a picture with the team? I was like, hey, can you address the team? Because that would be really nice. And so both of them took the time to just say, we thank the players. We thank you for what you do and what you represent and who you guys are and what you guys doing off the field. And that was really nice. And it's reciprocated, right? It's the boys want to do well for the state and the people and the president and our governor. And so we're all in this thing together, and it was just nice to see everybody go. And then they left, and they're off to their busy days, and we resumed practice. But it was really good to see those two very important people here in our community come together for a great cause, and also June Jones.
I was about to say, Coach June.
Coach June and Artie showed up to practice, and they were getting interviewed and going through the process, and so got to say hi to Coach, and it's always good to see him.
does he ever try to slide you some pointers, and you're like, nah, coach, I got it?
Yeah, I know for sure. I welcome him,
Yeah,
because
of
if he's saying something, I mean, it's important, and so he'll shoot me a text every once in a while, and say good luck. If things, something that he sees, he'll text me and let me know. But it's good to have that open dialogue.
Here's another text that came in. Congratulations, Coach Chang. It seems that when the offense has tempo and playing fast, the opposing defense is really off balance and not ready. Why can't we run more tempo on offense? I'm sure the offensive players know the plays well enough. First off, let me just say he's not going to give away anything because I'm sure that Portland State might be listening to this, but you can go ahead and answer this as best as possible.
Yeah, we try to, right? We try to, and so
when it calls for it.
It's a great suggestion. Yeah. I'll let you know about what the Arizona game plan was. It was to go slow, and and we try to keep them off the field, and I think that's why we want time of possession and all that, and to keep away a little bit. So that was that game plan. But
maybe that didn't work too well.
No, I mean I think it could have if we executed. If we performed. But moving forward, I mean I'll keep the game plans close to the vest until we play.
Yeah.
But that's a great suggestion. Thank you.
Clearly somebody who watches football.
Yep.
And yes, he doesn't want to give away anything. Okay, so we'll move on. Let's talk about the defense real quick because the UH defense held its third straight opponent under 200 yards passing as Sam Houston only finished with 159 yards. They're averaging, or UH opponents are averaging 143 yards passing through the first 3 games. This is a good thing.
Yeah, it's a great thing, right? It's a great thing. You're limiting explosive plays through the air, and so our defense has been solid, and being on the year under Coach Thurman, we really got some really good play, especially all of our veteran guys, man. There's some guys in the trenches that came aboard, and especially in the D tackle room. Our boys on the outside on the ends have grown up. Two stout linebackers lead the way, and then Gio comes in and does his thing, and then you got Peter and Kilinahe and those guys in the back end, and then our quarters do a good job of solidifying it. So their understanding, it all helps, man.
Coach is going to take a quick break and wolf down a Loco Moco here at Ruby Tuesday. Yeah? No?
No Loco Moco
Okay,
today.
not tonight. Up next, sitting next to me will be quarterback Luke Weaver. This is the Timmy Chang Show.
This is the Timmy Chang Show. Presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
All right, welcome back to Ruby Tuesday, Moanalua for the Timmy Chang Show. Our first guest played 3 seasons at Modesto Junior College in California, where he captured All-American honors last year. In 2 seasons, he threw for over 5,000 yards and 44 touchdowns. And in the past weekend's win over the Bearcats, he tossed 294 yards and 3 touchdowns. We love saying it. You can hear it again. Please give a warm welcome to junior quarterback Luke Weaver. All right, well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Really appreciate you being here. How did it feel out there in your first start as a Rainbow Warrior?
It was awesome. It was awesome. Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
What were you feeling going into it?
I mean, going into games, I always got a little bit of nervousness before games, but as soon as we get that first snap, get that first play going, all the jitters go away.
You seem to be, and I know that you work a lot with the 2s, but you've gotten a lot of reps with the 1s in the last couple of weeks. Were you clicking well with everybody on the field? Because it seemed, especially in that first drive, you had it going.
Yeah, I mean, that's the great part about how we practice. We actually get to throw to all the receivers throughout the week. So I luckily have a lot of reps in my system with every receiver. So whoever gets in, I got a lot of reps with them.
Who is it that you look for most? Because it seemed like Popeyes was your kind of your favorite guy this week.
Yeah, I mean, number 5 is going to get open. I mean, I was looking for him all game.
Yeah. And that first pass to him was nice. In fact, it was one of the longest from scrimmage this season so far. How much has Coach Timmy Chang helped you?
I mean, he's helped me grow as a quarterback so much. Not only as a quarterback, but as just a person who enjoys football. I've learned so much about the game from him, so much about life from him. So I've really enjoyed him being my coach so far, and I'm just really looking forward to how our relationship progresses.
You had a lot of success on the junior college level. How much of that has helped you make that transition? Has it been a big step up, or is it just one of those seamless transitions that you can just come in and play?
I mean, there's parts of it that are bigger steps up, especially just how expanded our offense is and stuff like that. So that part took some time to learn, but really the competition-wise, we played some great competition at MJC, so being able to play that kind of competition really helped prepare me going into this.
You are an All-American quarterback. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
I mean, we're sitting next to an All-American quarterback, folks. How has it been working with Micah? Because I know that I'm sure you guys feed off of each other.
Yeah, I mean, it's awesome, especially Micah coming from such a good program at Bishop Gorman, being able to kind of see how his mind works with football, just coming from such different football backgrounds and experiences. It's been great working with him.
Okay, I know you don't want to relive it, but your only blemish was a pick 6. Ouch. That hurts, don't it?
Yeah.
Walk me through what happened here. What didn't you see?
I mean, really, I saw it. I just got to put the ball more outside and make it easy for Carson to make a play on that. Just leave it for my guy or nobody.
Yeah, I mean, because it seemed like he jumped that route pretty easily. Did you feel like maybe you were being read?
Yeah, I mean, he was turning with the receiver, so I just got to put a better ball on it.
Okay, I'm only asking this because now we can get rid of it. Now you probably learned from this play quite a bit.
Yep, one snap and clear, and then learn from it on film.
Especially when it looks like this, right?
Yeah.
How bad did Coach Timmy yell at you about this?
I mean, on film, a little bit, but in the game, it's one snap and clear. Luckily, team did a great job responding. So.
Okay, well, you recorded the second most passing yards in a season in Modesto history, and also finished in the top 5 in quarterback efficiency rating. Why did you come to Hawaii?
I mean, really was
not that this is a bad place. I played here, folks. So don't get me wrong. Why'd you move from Modesto to here?
I mean, really, what sold me was my visit. Just the faith base of this team really sold me, especially with all the coaches. And then on my visit, I got to hang out with Logan Taylor, who was he's just the best guy ever. So I got to hear from him and just hear about how much faith drives this team, and that's really what drew me.
You threw 2 touchdowns to Pafele. The other receivers are like, share the wealth. What do we got to do to get you pass? So what do they need to do for you to be able to let's just say you start this week. I know that it's a game-time decision for Micah, but let's just say you get in there this week. What do they need to do to catch a pass from you? Because it would be nice to spread it out a little bit.
I got all the trust in all these guys. I mean, I know they're going to catch the ball and make a play if I put it their way.
Okay. That's a great answer. Short and sweet. I like that. As far as what you're able to do on the field, you have first of all, let me ask you this. What did you do to your knee? Because I know you left for a play and you had to wrap it up. It had a little bit of blood spot on there. What did you just get a little turf burn?
Yeah, just turf burn. I'm a little scraped up right now with turf burn, but I'm good.
You got Band-Aids everywhere. It's like, but how do you like playing at TC?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I love the environment. The first time we ran out against Stanford, I got goosebumps just from how cool the environment was with our walkout and everything.
We got a lot of people here at Ruby Tuesday. There's going to be a lot of people watching this and listening to it right now live. What would you like them to know about Luke Weaver?
Just that I'm always going to work my hardest, try to be a positive influence to the people around me, and just keep continuing to work hard.
Okay. We want to know a little bit more about Luke, don't we? So it's time now for Random Questions. Now that you've got your first win as a starter, what's harder, reading a defense or figuring out what to order for a midnight snack? He's looking at me like, are you serious? Like, this is a football show. I'm serious.
I'll say picking out a midnight snack.
The harder?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Okay, so then that leads me to a follow-up question. What would that midnight snack be? What would that snack be?
See, usually when the quarterbacks, when we go do something, go get food or something, we either go, we usually get ice cream. So probably just an Oreo milkshake.
Oh, Oreo milkshake. Is that your favorite?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's your favorite snack. Like, it's not like French fries, something greasy that you're not supposed to have.
Oreo milkshake. I always have Oreo ice cream on deck at a house. Make myself an Oreo milkshake.
Okay, very cool. Okay, Luke Weaver, you are a junior. No,
yeah.
Yes, you're a junior. Yes, okay. Don't want to get it mixed up. Is this the place you see yourself? And then where do you see yourself in a couple years when you have to graduate?
Yeah, absolutely. I see myself here. I just love I eventually went into coaching and teaching, and Coach has showed me kind of really how much this offense and being around him and our coaches can help me get into that. So I just love that. Plus, I just love this place in general. Yeah. It's a beautiful place with beautiful people. So I've really enjoyed that so far. But obviously, I want to take football as far as I can and then see where God takes me.
That's great. I did hear that about you. You're interested in coaching.
Yeah, absolutely. I think coaches just have such a good impact on people's lives, and I see how much they can influence people, and I want to be able to have that kind of impact on people.
How did it make you feel to see your family? Real quick.
Awesome. I love it.
They were on the sideline for you.
Yep. That's why I'm very blessed with such a good support system with my family, so I'm just extremely blessed that they were able to come to the game.
How about a big hand for quarterback Luke Weaver?
Thank you.
All right, up next, my brother broadcast partner Mark Veneri is going to be joined by Jaylen Smith. We're going to talk defense and a little extra stuff with Jaylen. This is the Timmy Chang Show.
is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
Welcome back to the Timmy Chang Show. Our next guest has been a steady starter at linebacker. The senior junior college transfer is third on the team in tackles and has 123 total in his 2 seasons with the Bows. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for number 3, Juju. They call you Juju, right?
Ooh, that's my brother.
I'm just joking.
Yeah.
I'm playing with you. I got it. Jaylen Smith, everybody. Jaylen Smith.
Yes,
I wanted to get him right away.
It's okay.
We've talked about that before. But anyways, Jaylen, first and foremost, I want to start with this. Mm-hmm. I was at practice today, and I know John and Timmy were talking about this earlier. I was at practice today.
Yeah.
It was going down, wasn't it, huh?
Yeah, it was definitely a conditioning day today, man.
Was it a conditioning day, or was it I got in trouble kind of day?
Yeah, man. You know, practices, you have your good days, you have your rough days. Coach felt like that's how we had to end practice. We can't complain. We got to line up and run what we got to do.
Okay, when Coach Chris is upset on one of those days, you don't want to be on his bad side, right?
Yeah, you try to make sure you're perfect for the rest of the day, for sure. Yeah.
I would want to, too.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Jaylen, you've been a member of the Lions Den for a few years now, and this year the defense is doing very well. This past week, actually, is the number 5 rated in coverage, in total coverage as a team. Number 5 in the country rated by PFF. That's exactly right there. You know, the defense has been on point. Talk about that.
Man, you know, it really starts with the coaches. You know, Coach Thurm, Coach CB, the rest of the coaching staff, they're going to draw up the game plan, and they're going to relay it to us the best they can. And at the end of the day, it's on us to go out there and perform. We got to hit our performance goals, and we got to work as a team at the end of the day. That's something we've been preaching on. I think it showed this game, and we're going to make corrections every week, you know. So.
Against Stanford, you were named one of the captains.
Yes, sir.
How did that feel? I mean, I know because you've kind of, you know, you've had Logan Taylor kind of as a mentor. Yeah. You know, Jemai has been your battery mate, of course.
Yes, sir.
But being a captain, that's something different.
Man, I remember when they told me it's hard to explain the feeling that I got, because you know that's a goal that you have once you step onto the campus, at least for me. So you know, getting to hear that and going to actually be able to do it is just a feeling I can't explain.
2-0 at home.
Yes, sir.
You had a season high 6 tackles against Stanford. For you this past week again, the PFF top 5 rated coverage. You were flying around the football. You had Gio getting the interception, of course. Talk about this defense and the linebacking core in particular that makes you and allows you to play free football and fly around to the football.
Man, as far as the Lions Den, man, we got Coach CB, and he's going to instill it in us every day to work hard and just to be the best version of ourselves every day. So, and everybody in our room has bought into that, and I believe everybody on the team has bought into that. So every day, as long as we get 1% better, then I believe we'll end up at a good spot.
And what's it like? I mean, you have 2 of your guys right here.
Oh, man.
But in particular, I got to say, because Jemai's the starter, you're right next to him.
Yes, sir.
And you guys are always fine, always communicating. But what's it like playing with a guy like Jemai Otis?
Man, I remember the first day he came, I just knew there was something different about Jemai. So being able to line up with him, go to war with him, man, it's a special feeling. And just like I got his back, I know he's got mine. It's almost like we're on the same chord when we're out there. Like, well, if a run hits or if a pass is caught, we kind of already know what happened. And so we get to the sideline, get it corrected, and then we go about the rest of the game.
Now, for you, you know, with this defense in particular, you got a guy who's been at the next level in the NFL, Coach DT. You guys call him Coach Dennis Thurman. What's it been like learning from him as well?
You know, he's a guy that I try to pick his brain as much as I can. You know, he's definitely a jokester, so it's hard sometimes. But when it comes to the ball, he knows what he's talking about. So, my bad.
There we go. I got you.
Yeah. But when it comes to ball, yeah, he knows what he's talking about. So it's only smart for you as a player to pick his brain and get as much knowledge as possible.
Now, how far with, you know, being 2-0 at home and then 2-1 overall, everyone has talked about, you know, obviously maybe going 3-0 on this homestand. But being in front of the home crowd, you're one of the first guys. Not a lot of people know this about Jaylen. he's one of the first guys out of the tunnel who comes out he's doing the dance with the guys out there. What about you that gets you hyped before games at TCJ?
The crowd, Coach CB, he's gonna get me to that point every time.
I'm right there with you. I know you see me right next to you
Yeah,
guys
man,
all
it's
the
different.
time.
It's different. There's no college hype up video that matches that. So
Can you give us just like one little move that he does? Because I know the one. It's this. I got it down. It's the berry.
He's got a couple. That's his go-to.
That's his go-to,
yeah,
right?
That's the
I
good
see
one.
that
That's
one
the
all
good
the time.
That one
I
definitely
like that
gets
one
me.
the
Yeah,
most.
that one definitely gets me going. And then I just try to lock in, man. I just try not to get too. I try to find that level where I'm not too out of control, but where I still have a good energy to play with my brothers.
Now we would love you to have more interceptions as a Rainbow Warrior, but your first pick against UCLA last year, that was a big one. What was that like for you?
It was a great feeling, man. That's something you dream of as a kid, and something that Coach DT has preached to me, because I'm always asking, like, how do I get a pick? What do I got to do? And he tells me to do my job. So that was one of those plays where I just felt like I did my job, and when opportunity came, I made a play.
Well, this will be kind of like random question, but I didn't even know this, and I kind of found this out, which is kind of cool. And you have a famous uncle. Yeah, there we go. See, we dig things.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
You get
Fernando
that,
Vargas.
intended, you get
Yes,
that
sir.
right.
Yes,
Fernando
sir.
Vargas
Yes, sir.
is Jaylen Smith's uncle.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Tell
sir.
us about that.
So that's my mom's brother, and I believe he's one of the youngest to ever win a champion or win the belt in his class. He went to the Olympics. I could go on and on about his resume, but actually before football, he kind of wanted me to get into boxing. So he did what he could. They lived in Vegas. I'm all the way in California.
Wait, this kind of explains a lot about you now.
Well,
Okay, so this is your mom's brother.
Yes, sir.
And now it explains, and of course, I know you don't intentionally have unsportsmanlike conduct on the field, but I know you're
happens.
very
Yes, sir.
punchy on the
Yes,
field.
sir. Yes, sir.
But
Yes, sir.
I know that's kind of your style. You kind of get the guys juiced up, right?
Yes, sir. I try to. Like I said, I try to find that level where I'm not harming the team, but at the same time, like, it's kind of hard for me not to, have a little energy out there.
I like it, though. Keep
Yeah.
it going, man.
Yes,
We need
sir.
you
Yes,
for the
sir.
rest of the season.
Yes,
Of
sir.
course, for this guy, Jaylen Smith. Big round of applause for this guy right here.
Thank
One of the best linebackers for the University of Hawaii. We definitely can't wait to see you come Saturday night, of course.
Appreciate you.
All right, guys. Coming up next, homecoming and defense with Coach Chris Brown. If you have any questions for him, go ahead and text them in. But we got Coach Chris, Coach Timmy next.
is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
All right, welcome back to the Timmy Chang Show. How about a big hand for my twin? Why you guys laugh for? What's up? No, how about a big hand for Chris Brown, the associate head coach and linebackers coach? Yes. Former Rainbow Warrior. It's homecoming week. And this team is lucky to have an alum as coaches. Between all the guys that are back helping out, Coach. How does that make you feel?
Great.
I know we've talked about it before.
No, it's great because, Coach Chang, myself, like, we know what it is, and we pay homage to the guys who came before us. If not for them, we wouldn't be here today. So we're very grateful for our alumni and for all the guys that came before us.
You yell a lot.
Sometimes. You want me to try to yell now?
No.
Right in your ear.
No, we'll wait till Saturday. You need to hold on to your voice. You have a really good group, though, don't you? In fact, it's so nice to be able to have. How about a big hand for our guests here, Giovanni Iovino and Jemiah Otis. They came to join Jaylen and Luke here just to hang out and eat some food.
Lions Den.
Yeah, the Lions Den's here.
Yes.
That's cool. In fact, let's talk about the pick real quick.
Yeah.
Because that's something that a linebacker just dreams of. It started with a fabulous read by Keely Nahimendiola Jensen, and I want to give him a shout out because that was a sweet play that he broke on that ball.
Absolutely. I mean, the instincts that he had on that particular play was unbelievable. How he just shot that thing, and he knew where the ball was going.
Yeah, and I like the fact that Gio kind of handed the ball to Jaylen, like, thanks for escorting me in.
That's what brought me the most joy was those two guys, with the entourage of the whole defense going in there, and I'm on the side jumping up and down. I haven't been that excited. You see me in the background. I'm going crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't make that kind of, I don't jump up and down.
Everybody wants you to rip your shirt off. Everybody wants you to rip your shirt off.
It was such an exciting, but you know what it did, right, John? I mean, it brought the energy back to the stadium.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was kind of like stagnant for a little bit, and he did that, and the whole place went crazy, man. It was electrifying, man. And, that energy came right back to the stadium.
You know what? Since he's here, let's just call up Giovanni. Come on up here
here,
real
G.
quick. Let's
Come
talk
here,
about
G.
the pick. How about a big hand for Giovanni Iovino, the Italian stallion? Yeah. So just go ahead and press that button green. Throw on the headset. Let's talk about press that button on the left. Make it green. There you go. Put that headset on. Let's talk about the pick real quick. How did that make you feel?
Oh, it was – I can't even – it was unbelievable. It was everything I ever dreamed of when I first called CB and I said I was coming here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you call him CB, not Coach. You just call him CB. That's
Coach
cool.
CB.
Oh, okay. I was just making sure that there was – okay. What's it like to have him as a coach?
Oh, he's been my coach since I was 14 years old, so he's like a father figure to me. He's like a father figure to me. He's a great guy. He's someone I look up to, and being able to come back here and come back to his home and be here with the Lions, and it's been awesome. Well,
that's cool because you got a gift on Saturday, and it's appropriate that one of your coaches is up here to talk about the next thing he wants to tell you.
G, we appreciate the fact that you came here, and you took a chance on us, and you said, you wanted to be part of this family again. Come back and be reunited with me, man, and that meant a lot. That meant a lot to me. And you fit right into the Lions Den, and you've done your thing so far, man. And doing what you did on Saturday, I mean, we can't explain just how exciting that was for all of us. But with the blessing of Coach Chang, and all of us, man, we want to give you a scholarship, man. Congratulations.
Oh,
yeah!
That's why all these guys is here too to see you. You know what's great? His mother's here too.
Yeah,
his mom.
Yeah.
His mom's here. Awesome. Wow.
Oh my.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
From a former walk-on that earned a scholarship myself. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
And if it's coming from this guy and that guy, I know you earned it. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's talk about that real quick. I know that you worked really hard to get to this point. And we kind of already. I'm emotional too for this guy. This is awesome. Look at this guy. You don't ever cry.
I'm emotional. I knew him since he was 14 years old, John.
So what is that like, knowing that Coach just gave you a scholarship?
It means everything. I mean, my whole college career, I've been a walk-on guy, and I've never had that man, I'm getting emotional. But I've never had that scholarship. This is something I've been wanting to do my whole life, is be a scholarship guy and be at this level. It's awesome. It's awesome.
It also means now you got to work a little bit harder.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it doesn't stop here. Yeah.
We need some wins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What about this guy? Tell me about this guy.
He's been the Lion from day one. You know, I mean, the way he works, his work ethic, his mindset, his drive to be the best that he can. Everyone's drawn to him. You know what I mean? His character is this. He's a great guy.
It's because he's Italian.
He's Italian, yeah. You know, and but you know, everybody just loves him. The entire team just embraced him the moment he walked in, and it's just because of who he is and what his family raised him to be. So.
Yeah, I would imagine that the brothers sitting at the table, Jamai and Jaylen, they must have helped you quite a bit.
Oh, 100%.
Let's talk about that real quick. Go ahead and tell me what it's like.
I mean, as soon as I walked in the door, June 2nd, I felt it was just different. It was the Lions, and it just felt so good to be back. And I knew Jaylen and Jamai they built it strong. I mean, Coach CB, of course, but it starts with the players too. We got to carry that onto the field and everything. And I felt that the way Jaylen and Jamai fly around the field, it made me want to be like that. It made me want to just learn from them and be great for them. And all the younger guys too. They've all taken me into. They're like, oh man, I wish you had another year, Gio. I wish you had another year. I was like, man, I do too. But it's awesome.
Yeah, so you got to make the best of it.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about homecoming. Let me just ask both of you real quick about homecoming, what it means. I know I kind of already talked to you about it, but let's talk about getting a win against Portland State and what it's going to take.
Complete annihilation and destruction, John.
Why are you leaning over and breathing on me?
You asked me the question, and I'm giving you the answer.
I'm feeling a little uncomfortable.
No, I mean that's what our approach is this week to give our very best. You know what I mean, and to bring everything that we got on Saturday night and make all of Hawaii and the alumni proud.
I think that Giovanni is a good testament to when you get an opportunity. I would say the same about Luke, that when you get an opportunity, you have to make the most of it. That can be said about anything in life, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so what does it take to get a win this week against Portland State?
We just gotta. It's just us against us. I mean, we gotta do our job. We gotta do our techniques. We have to focus on our game plan, and I believe we have it set in stone this week. And we just gotta finish these next 2 days of practice and perform on Saturday.
I'm gonna do this. Let's do this real quick. I asked this question to Timmy a week ago, so let's do it real quick. You know what time it is? Random questions. I want to know from Coach CB real quick that if there were a movie made about you, which A-list star would you want playing you?
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, my God. All right.
He's smooth, that man. He's smooth.
You get the free cars with that, too, I bet. Okay, same question for you, Gio. Somebody's going to be playing you, and who would you want?
Gotta go Mark Wahlberg.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about eating burgers because you'll have those right off the bat.
Yep.
You guys, good luck this weekend. I know that it's going to be a battle as it always is.
Absolutely.
TC Ching's not a bad place to play, though, isn't it?
No. It's a great place. I love it.
Fans up nice and close.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you doing that to me? Oh,
Johnny.
man. This is the guy that wants my job.
I'm taking your
when
job
he's done
right
with that
this.
job. Okay, real quick, what do you say that makes my brother go down to the field every week to hear you? What do you say? What are you yelling?
I can't say that in front of everyone.
Really?
Yeah.
Giovanni, what does he say? Wow, they're just locked tight.
No, this is a rated PG.
How about a big hand for Coach Chris Brown? And another round of applause for the newest member of the scholarship squad, Giovanni Iovino. Coming up next, Coach Chang will join us again, and we are going to talk more about Portland State, and then we've got a basket to give away. This is the Timmy Chang Show.
is the Timmy Chang Show, presented by ESPN Honolulu, K-High, and KHON2.
All right, welcome back to our final segment here at Ruby Tuesday Moanalua. I want to send a big shout out to all those that donated to Hawaii's team drive yesterday up at the University of Hawaii, all to benefit Hawaii athletics. So we really appreciate all of those. And to, of course, our host for Ruby Tuesdays, Moanalua, and this show, Rick Nakashima. How about a big hand for Rick?
Hey, shout out to Gabe Lee as well.
Absolutely.
$1 million donation to the athletic department.
Yep.
And endowment, and unbelievable. Our board of regent, and sees what behind the scenes what goes on, and he put it out there for us, and so that's a big gift.
Yeah, it was a great day, and it was one that I challenge all of the TV stations and radio stations to do for the University of Hawaii athletics, because all the women's and men's teams need a little push. They need a little lift, and so I hope that everybody joins on board and gets involved with that. Winning always helps, Coach, and this weekend you're playing Portland State. We heard the defensive side of it. Let's talk offense real quick. The starting quarterback on that side is a former quarterback for the Rainbow Warriors. It's Punahou grad John Kiave Sangapoluteli. Just what you know about him, because he's a guy who got into the game last couple of games last year.
Yeah, we're familiar with John, and we wish him luck.
Okay. And that's really all that needs to be said. He's a player that went over to Portland State. What do you know about their defense? What can we look forward to in our offense?
Yeah, multiple front defense, play different coverages in the back end, and so they'll be tough, and they're going to be scratching for their first win.
They are 0-3. They've lost some lopsided games, including a 69-0 game to BYU. That I know that hurts, but they have to travel here. What do you expect? I mean, what would you expect from a team that's 0-3? Let me rephrase that. What do you need from your team? Because obviously you can't take any team lightly.
No, we look for them to be a tough challenge, and I think they're just going to come in here and want to win. I remember us in 2000 losing to them, and so that's my memory of Portland State here in Hawaii. And so we had a tough week of practice this week, and that's what we need going into a game where we want to continue to grow and get better, and that's how we practiced, and that was our mentality this week. So,
is it more so just doing what you guys got to do? Execution seems to be the big word every week. Execution.
I mean, that's what it is. It's about performing. These guys they got goals that they got to hit, and it takes all 11 of them. And so I think right now as a team we just really are focusing on us in doing that and maximizing that consistently day in and day out. When you start, you can identify and a team that's performing at a high level. We want to be one of those teams when you watch us, man, those guys are performing at a high level. And so those are the talks that we're having and focusing on us internally.
There was a question for Coach CB, but maybe you can answer this. Is Mateus Iwani redshirting, or will we see him playing this year at some point?
Yeah, I think he's playing a little bit on special teams, but
okay.
There's two linebackers that play, consistently, and the two of them are sitting here, and Giovanni got a turn to go in, and he made the most of his turn, and so that's how it really goes in football. I mean, you got 11 starters, and they're really your representation of your team that everybody gets to see, and so to earn a place at the table, I mean, in the FBS level, it is difficult, and it's tough, and that's why giving a scholarship to G is so important because as he said, I mean, he had to deal with Coach Chris since he was 14. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So he
deserves the scholarship.
He deserved it after I heard that story. But the kid works, and then they continue to work, and he's a backup.
Yeah.
And so when he gets his opportunity, he goes out there and he shines. That's what it's all about. We want all these guys like Mateus and everybody to get ready to shine when their opportunity is called. But you got two dogs in that room that don't want to give up the spot. And I don't blame them.
But those are guys, and even though Giovanni is a little bit older, that I would imagine as a graduate, the guys in front of him are teaching the entire room.
Yeah, I mean that's how you build your rooms, right? And that's how Coach Chris builds his rooms, right? He's got young ones in the waiting. He's got some really good young ones in the waiting, but he's got an older crop of guys that are experienced, that know what it's about, know how to win, and know how to perform. And so that's their job week in and week out, and then that's the standard, and they hold the standard. And so even with continuity and consistency, I mean, we're talking about being in year 4, and it took a little while to get to a place like this, and so we got to just keep rolling.
It's homecoming week. I know that fans, the first, I want to say 1,000 fans that come through the door, they're going to get a little special something. First 800 students through their gate, the gate that's specific to the students, they're going to get a little special something. Yep. But it would be a special something for a win, wouldn't it?
Yeah, no, that's the goal. That's the goal. The goal is to get out there. Yeah, and I think they get these shirts too, so that's why we're wearing them.
That's nice.
Yeah,
I was wondering what XX. I just was wondering where
I think they only have. I think they only have XL though.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. No wonder Chris is wearing a kid's large. Okay, you go ahead. You pick it out.
Yep,
time to give away our Enjoy Snacks gift basket. And they're always okay. Is it Espinoza? Pelias Espinoza. Is it Pelias? Did I say it? Yay! Congratulations. You don't have to run up here now. But we really appreciate everybody for showing up. Hey, this is a first. We've got a string of shows right here at Ruby Tuesday. Next week we'll be back here again Wednesday night. Don't forget you can catch the TV broadcast of this show Thursday on K-High at 6 p.m. and again on Friday on KHON at 10:30. How about a big hand for all of our special guests? And, of course, homecoming. Make sure you get out and support your Rainbow Warriors. It's a big weekend. You got soccer Thursday and volleyball. You got football on Saturday. Again, you got more on Sunday. Everybody, drive home safe. And don't forget to say, go Bows.